In this video, we are going to see how to make a soft sourdough sandwich bread in the easiest method. If you're looking for a soft crusted, fluffy and buttery bread suitable for making toast or sandwiches, and at the same time will give you all the deliciousness and goodness of sourdough bread, then you will love this recipe. The secret for making soft sourdough bread is to add 10 to 14% fat like butter or oil into the dough. In this video, I'm using a stand mixer to knead the dough. If you want to knead the dough by hand, you can do it as well. I'm sure you will love how easy it is to make this bread. Even though the method is simple and we need only 3 minutes of work time to make this bread, to get the best flavors and benefits of sourdough bread, we'll need long cold fermentation, and it will take around 24 hours to make this bread. So in this video, let's see how to make this soft sourdough sandwich bread. Into this bowl, I'm adding milk, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of honey. Then add in the sourdough starter, which is active and ready to use for making bread. I'm mixing and trying to combine them all together. Then adding soft butter. We can use melted butter or olive oil instead. Add in the flour and just mix them all together. And now we need to knead the dough either by hand or by using a stand mixer. Use the dough hook attachment and knead the dough using the lowest speed setting for about 12 minutes. We can stop the machine and take a 2-minute break in between so that the machine will not get overheated. So after the kneading, our dough is soft and smooth. It is well hydrated. You can see it's not very tight. It is soft and not very sticky. I'm showing this consistency of the dough because sometimes different flours may show different water absorbing capacity, and so if you find your dough to be too tough, even after kneading the dough for 10 minutes, you can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water, or if you find your dough to be too wet, we can add 1 or 2 tablespoons of flour to get the dough to the right consistency. Now cover the dough and let it sit for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, simply tuck in the edges towards the center and then flip the dough and drag it through the sides of the bowl so that the dough will form a smooth and taut surface. Now cover it and leave it on the counter for 4 to 5 hours. So it's been 5 hours and our dough has risen. And now what I'm going to do is to degas the dough and drag the dough through the sides of the bowl so that it will form a smooth and adhesive dough ball. Now cover it and we can keep this ball in fridge overnight so that the dough will continue to ferment in a very slow pace, and this will help to deepen the flavors, and this will create that unique sourdough flavor to our bread. So it's been 12 hours in the fridge. It's now ready for shaping. I'm flipping this dough onto a lightly floured work surface. As our dough is cold, it is firm in texture. Flatten the dough using a rolling pin to form a long rectangle. And now to shape the bread, fold 1/3 of the dough from both sides. And then using a rolling pin, make sure there are no air pockets inside. And then roll it like a jelly roll. Pinch the ends to seal the edge. I've already prepared this loaf pan by greasing the pan with some butter. So place the dough in it and then cover it with a cling film and let the dough rise well before baking. It will rise very slowly as the dough is still cold. It took almost 5 hours for the dough to rise. And now it is ready to go into the oven. So place the pan into a 375 Fahrenheit or 190 C preheated oven and bake for around 35 minutes. The top of our bread will start to turn golden by around 25 minutes of baking. It doesn't mean that our bread is done, so wait for until it is properly baked. If the bread is not baked properly, the inside will be gummy and it will smell and taste yeasty. If you see the top of the bread turning over brown, you can tint the top with an aluminum foil to prevent any over browning. After baking, take the pan out of the oven and then demold the bread from the pan. The crust of the bread will be very hard at this point. No problem, it will soften when it cools down. And also, to make the crust even more softer, brush or smear the top with some butter while it is still warm. This will help to make the crust softer, and also it will add a nice buttery flavor to our bread. And now wait for the bread to cool down completely. This cooling down process is still the part of cooking. The steam which is entrapped within the bread will help the bread to cook completely. So now our bread has cooled down and it is ready for slicing. The crust has become soft and you can see the inside of our bread is fluffy and moist and has a beautiful swirl pattern. This bread is best for making toast or sandwiches. It is flavorful and it has the benefits of sourdough bread. It is easily digestible in our body, and if you don't have sourdough starter with you, you can make your own sourdough starter. I've shared a video on how I made my starter. The link is given in the description box below. I hope you found this recipe simple and easy to make. Hope you will make this at home, and please let me know how beautiful it turned out for you. And if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, and please don't forget to share this recipe with your friends and family who love homemade bread. And thank you so much for your love and support, and thanks for watching this video. See you next time.